So you're looking for Florida native plant landscaping ideas? Well, you're in the right place, because we're gonna take this place right here behind me, a 4-foot by 10-foot area, and go from an invasive plant to native plants. And in each of these episodes, we're covering one of the plants, plus showing you the before and then the after. So to make sure you don't miss the whole series, go ahead and click on this right here. But let's get into it right now. Let's talk about tropical sage. So tropical sage, scientific name is gonna be Salvia coccinea. I'm gonna go with coccinea. Sounds right, sounds very Italian. And another name for it is blood sage or scarlet sage. And you're gonna say, hey, my dear, that does not look red, that looks very white. Well, this is actually a cultivar. Cultivar? How do you say that? There are red ones, and I have them already in my yard, but this is a different version of it that's still native. They bred it so that it had a little bit different color, and I thought, hey, let's mix it up. Let's put a white one in. Why not? Have some fun. Because if I don't like it and I want the red one's already self-propagating like ain't nobody's business over there. So if I want to bring it in, that's easy to do later on. So tropical sage can grow across most of the state. This plant will get about 3 feet tall, and then it can spread up to 2 to 3 feet. It'll end up getting very, people say the word leggy. It gets very, that's how I usually do it, just I make a hand gesture. And this is gonna be great because we're creating layers when it comes to this native plant garden here. And this is the second layer. So we've already got beautyberry kind of filling in the high part, and next up's gonna be tropical sage filling in below it. This plant likes full sun to semi-shade. So again, we're thinking about how the sun's coming down the wall. So while the first plant will get a little bit of shade, this one's gonna get a lot more sun, which is why it'll be in front. And because it gets that legginess, we're gonna go and intermix some other plants in it that will also come up, and then there'll be others that'll create ground cover. And the good thing about the bad thing is that it self-propagates really, really well from seeds that come out of these little guys here. And the thing is that it'll self-propagate way too good. The fact is it's probably gonna become a weed in the area, so you're gonna have to be doing some plant thinning regularly to keep this little guy under control. Otherwise, it's gonna take over. This plant, like a lot of Florida native plants, is it is drought tolerant. So it's also going to be creating nectar throughout the year. So if you remember our goals, one was shade the house. This is not really going to do it, but goal number 2 was to create a Florida native plant habitat and food for our pollinators. So this is going to be great for it. It will create nectar most of the year, so it'll create a really good source for our bees and our butterflies. And hey, if a hummingbird comes through, they'll be hooked up with it too. So which is great. And I think this plant, unlike many Florida native plants, it just has that tropical look. So I think it's a must for Florida yards. Is you gotta have that. Just gotta have it. It's great. And now that we've got a plant that the butterflies just love, we better put a plant in for them to put their babies on. You know, we need a host plant. So next up is gonna be Swamp Milkweed. And to make sure you don't miss that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notification. New videos each week on Friday, and sometimes a bonus on Sunday. I'll see you soon. Bye.